musicians and Mancaves. How do? Welcome to the podcast Musicians and Mancaves with Chris, Tom, Alex and me, Paul, otherwise known as Nottingham band Dread of Monkey. As the band is nearing its 10th anniversary, we decided we should do something completely different, talking crap for a change. We spend a third of our rehearsal each week talking anyway, so we thought, why not stick a mic in front of us and have a laugh? And all the ideas floating around in our four little hairy heads, and let's see where it takes us. So the idea is to pick 3 topics each week and ramble on. So sit back and relax. Welcome and enjoy Musicians and Mancaves. I can tell the story if anybody's interested. Episode 7 podcast. Dread of Monkey and depression. That's the 2 topics of today. I don't know, we formed in 2009. It was my brainchild, I suppose, in a way, wasn't it? So I phoned up Tom. Or did a message or something, I can't remember.
I think you phoned up.
I remember, yeah, it was in the good old days before, like, messaging and chalk and slate job, wasn't it? And carrier pigeon, things like that. God, this run works really quick, you know. It's good stuff. But yeah, it was just a case of that. And you came round and we just jammed some stuff out, didn't we? Pretty boring, really. There's no rock and roll about it.
Not really.
And then I think, was it Sean next and then he found you, Alex?
Yeah.
Sean was
in
a character.
The paper, didn't we? Or did you put an advert in the paper?
I have no idea. Yeah, papers in them days as well. On the internet.
Old school.
2009, yeah.
Like the Ad Mag or something.
Prehistoric.
Yeah, so I remember...
I think you joined a lot later, didn't you, Chris? Because you were doing bass for a bit.
I did like 4 gigs on bass.
Why wasn't Alex doing
just
it?
before Alex joined.
Oh,
that's you were looking for a bassist.
Yeah, that's before me.
And then Sean left for some reason.
We did that big Christmas gig. I think that was the last one that Sean did.
Yeah, in the tent.
The Marquee in... Was it not Warsaw? It was
West Ham.
West Ham. Yeah.
Oh, it was cool. That was when we did Sad But True and you came on drums.
I came on drums for Sad But True.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I remember it.
So then Sean left.
And I joined. You asked me to join to do Surface Festival.
Yeah.
Oh, was that what it was?
Because at the time I didn't really want to get back into a band, I think.
Was Sean working or something? I can't remember what happened.
I think he was working away a lot.
I think he was working away a lot, and I don't think he was that fussed.
No.
I think we wanted to be more serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to turn up.
Yeah, because
he was a character, he was.
Yeah. I like Sean.
Well, we saw him at practice room, starfished out, still suffering from the night.
On a Sunday, it was always a Sunday morning. We used to rehearse at Trowell, didn't we?
Yeah, and I remember him picking me up and beer cans falling out of his van.
So, I can remember driving here one Sunday morning. Sean was driving, and he clipped the wing mirror of someone's car because he was still drunk.
Yeah.
We don't advocate drinking, by the way, do we?
No, we don't.
We don't advocate drinking unless you're drunk.
Not driving.
Or driving, yes. Or working.
But then that's where it kicked off. You think you want to do this Surface Festival, which was like a travel a little bit, didn't we? And you get votes for a battle of the band,
Yeah.
Well, we kind of put a lot of effort in, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because we had to get people down to the gigs, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to
kind of get the
put
tickets.
that coach on.
We did that
doing all that.
2 years?
2 years running, yeah, because the second time we got the coach down, we got the people down to, was it the Asylum?
Yeah.
That was the semi-final,
yeah.
And then we got to the
O2?
regional final.
Yeah.
Birmingham O2, that was wicked.
Midlands. That was 800 people.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Like that was weird.
Well, I think that was when... Was that the one where we got down from like 50,000 bands down to 54 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure they were numbers.
Well, I don't think it was that.
Like the highlight
it
of
was
our
thousands,
career.
wasn't it? Yeah. UK. But it was a bit of a con, it turned out to be that place. It was just a case of selling tickets, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't we get down to 3? Was it something, or was it top 10 or something?
I think it was top 15, I think.
Got to the semis, didn't we? Because the O2 was before
no, I think you're right.
We got to the regional
Yeah, I think it
final.
was top
I
15.
think it was 15 in the region.
Yeah.
Then one from that day, from each of the regions went in as like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
for the final then.
London. Wasn't it? The
Whoever won.
Yeah, because I remember the band that won, because we did...
They were good though.
Yeah.
It was
Well.
the guy, the mad frontman,
With
wasn't
the
it?
no top on.
Yeah,
It
him.
was weird, wasn't it?
That was the first year.
Yeah,
That was at the asylum, that was. With that mad guy on the stage.
No, yeah, that was the first year, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah,
See, my memory's rubbish, so
Can't
I
remember
can't
who won the
remember
second
things.
year.
I don't know who
The
won the
final.
second year.
I do remember there was a reggae band called they were like called Sugar Beat or something. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
That
They
was
were
at
really
the second
good. Yeah,
Surface Festival, yeah.
they were really good.
What was the very first surface we did in Birmingham?
That was at the place next to the canal
The
that's
canal.
just shut down.
What was that band that played and they were really good?
Flogger
Like a
or
funk
something.
sort of-
Rap, what was it called? Flogger or
There's about 9 of them.
Flapper and Firkin.
Flapper and Firkin,
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it?
But there was a band, wasn't they, that...
The big, like 9 people in it or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it was like
yeah.
some
That's the one I'm thinking of. They were Sugar Beat.
R&B or something.
That's what I'm on about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were really good. I think they won it that night.
And then we went to that place. Oh, what was that one where with the knife attack or shootings or whatever?
Shooting.
And that was
Custard Factory.
Custard Factory where they filmed Gadget Show, wasn't
The
it?
film gadget show, yeah.
That was a weird place. Sort of like a swimming pool in the middle, didn't it? Like
Yeah.
a little courtyard thing.
Someone got stabbed there the night before.
Yeah.
No, it was shot, I think.
No, yeah. Someone
few days
went in
before.
shooting. Yeah.
So no one turned up and there was
Yeah, it was a bit.
4 people there in the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And then after that, it was that the asylum after that?
I
Yeah.
think so.
'Cause I remember having all them photos taken outside the custard factory. You know that weird
Yeah.
thing on the wall.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
green wall and the I've got those somewhere.
They're all on Facebook, aren't they?
Well, I've actually found a folder, of all our old stuff, original CDs.
Mm.
Got a big. I found it.
I've still got lots of that.
Yeah,
Demos and stuff.
yeah, like DVD rewritables of gigs and stuff. Got loads of them. Found them in a box when I was moving stuff around in my living room.
Mm. It's kind of crazy how much we've actually done.
That was the hardest working we've been as a band.
When we were doing the Surface festivals and we had to do something, and
'Cause it was like a full-time job.
I was really young kids then as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that-
You did a lot of the song stuff.
Yeah.
I did a lot of the office stuff.
I did a lot of
8
drinking.
hours of admin and then going to work for 8 hours.
Yeah.
I still reckon the best gig we ever did, and I don't know if you'll agree, was when we did Nottingham Union. We just got
Yeah,
trashed.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Oh,
That was
you
good.
and Tom were running around with stickers, putting them on women's, well, should we just say top
Yeah.
areas?
Yeah. Well, we had a competition.
Word is-
we had a competition because I remember one particular girl kind of worked out what we were doing. And she went, both of you can put some stick on. Oh, okay. But you,
It was a good gig though. It was,
was really-
good
they were
sound,
really
wasn't
up
it?
for it,
Remember, it was the
right.
Fender amp that I had, and you remember
Yeah.
it was smoking.
yeah,
Yeah,
It was on fire.
What
I
happened?
kept
You got-
kicking it.
You got someone, one of the
Yeah, I actually
students
got.
to come on stage and kick it for you, didn't you?
Yeah,
For the
to
last
keep
few
it going.
songs?
Yeah, because it kept going off, and then
Yeah.
it started smoking, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was a good
That
amp.
was a
though,
cool
that
gig.
I can remember being on there, like, running out of beer,
and
needing
then
beer.
people were funneling beer
Yeah.
down us. Yeah, I remember
We
that.
asked the crowd for beer and they gave us beer.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Was it an agricultural?
It was
trend,
vets
wasn't it?
and stuff. I'm sure it was.
It was a
Agricultural
very,
College at-
part of
Yeah.
Nottingham, University of Nottingham. Yeah.
Sutton Bonington
Sutton
campus.
Bonington, yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. I'm just going to pause it for a sec.
Yes.
So that's how Dread and Monkey function, really, isn't it? Best gig we had then, so that's that covered. What else?
Worst gig.
Worst gig. Oh my god.
We played that one in
Few
in
bad ones.
up near is it Works? When we played that one, was it Black Market?
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, Warsaw. Yeah.
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 Where we played with that Dutch band. Were they Dutch?
Yeah, was it Death by Orchestra or something?
I can't remember what they're called, but they were really good.
Yeah,
Do you remember? They had all weird tunings on the
Yeah.
guitar and stuff.
yeah.
They're
No, I
brilliant.
know what you mean. I
And
know.
there was no one there. Like they come all the way from Holland or
Just the
whatever.
bar staff.
One guy or something, wasn't it?
No, aren't you thinking of that
Someone
other
up-
room? Oh,
up
where
north
is
a
it?
little
Something in Asfield one.
Yeah, it wasn't that far.
Or was it Cole,
Big room.
Was it Coalfield? Not
Colville.
Colville.
We played there at Green Day.
No, not Colville. Yeah,
That's
we
the
did.
point.
We
No,
did.
But I know, but I remember
Yeah,
the gig.
this-
I know. I can't think where it
That's
was, but I
Sutton.
remember the
It's
gig.
my memory is shocking. Yeah, it's Sutton gig. I can't remember what it's called now.
I thought
But
it
we
was
did
Black
Green
Market.
Day gig there, and that was a good gig.
Yeah.
Diamond.
The Diamond.
Yeah.
At Sutton.
like that.
Diamond at
Yeah,
Sutton.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the worst ones when we
But
did.
one of the
But that band was amazing.
they were really good.
The guys from Dutchland.
And then one of the others, that I remember was we played quite a lot at Leicester.
The Shed.
The Shed, was it?
Yeah.
And we played it quite a lot, but one particular time there was like 3 other bands on, and we got shafted a little bit, didn't we? We got asked to go on
With the
really
timing,
late.
and I laid into that guy a bit.
Yeah.
Because we ended up going on at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Then it turned out to be
But it
amazing.
turned out to
didn't
be
it?
really good, and there were still a few people.
That guy
there.
had to get a lift with his mum or something, didn't he?
Had to get a bus, didn't they?
They were quite young though, weren't
Get the
they?
last bus.
No, he had to get a lift or something, I think that's
Yeah,
what it
something.
was.
But it actually turned, so we were really cheesed off, but it turned out to be really good because I think we
Was a
put
good
everything
gig.
into it.
Yeah. I remember you climbing up the side of the stage on that. You
Yeah.
used to climb a lot, didn't you?
Used to jump off speakers and
Getting
stuff.
old now, yeah.
Getting old, aren't
Not
you?
that
You're only
much.
30, man. I'm
You just haven't
42.
done enough gigs for you to
Yeah,
find any
that's it.
speakers to climb off, yeah.
When
It
was
had
the
like
last-
a ramp, didn't it, on the side of the stage?
Yeah,
yeah.
You walked
Yeah, I
up the
remember.
ramp.
And then
It
sat
was-
on there.
It was sat on there for
It's on a
ages.
video somewhere.
Yeah.
Tarred and feathered.
Was it total? You got a good
I think,
memory.
yeah.
I think the worst gig for me was that Stag and Pheasant in Mansfield. That's probably
Yeah, I was probably thinking that.
Is that the one we did with Electric Bear?
yeah. That's put
That
that
is
is
the Weatherspoons,
yeah. That sticks with me as one of the worst ones I can remember.
just because of the wrong fit.
Yeah.
Because of the crowd were
It
wrong.
was a good 100
Oh, you
people.
don't mean the
there.
Weatherspoons, you mean the one we did about a month after that? The smaller venue?
There's one.
It's called the Stag and Pheasant. That's all I
That's
remember.
small.
The big one or the little one?
No, it's quite a
No,
little
Stag and
stage.
Pheasant's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
big
yeah.
one because he's still doing
No,
it.
it's the other one then.
Yeah.
The
The
You
little
mean
one
the other one
Derby's-
down, like, up that, literally in the centre bit?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. That one.
Yeah, it just didn't feel right, did it?
Yeah, no, that sticks to me as probably one of the worst I've ever done.
Yeah.
Probably.
We did one last year, 2018, at, oh, God, my memory's shocking, Mansfield.
Yeah.
And it was like round the corner from the Stag and Pheasant. Can't remember what the name of the place was. We was all stood outside of the back, having a fag, and there was
Oh,
like a
yeah,
field
yeah, yeah.
behind the place.
Yeah.
We did that up in that. It was like somebody's kitchen at the front. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Oh
that
yeah,
one?
yeah, I
It's only
remember
last year.
because a couple of the lads from Autopack were there.
That's right. Yeah, they
Yeah.
come and watched it.
It was
didn't
one
they?
of 2 gigs we did last year.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I
We
remember.
was invited by that other band. I can't
Yeah.
remember what they were called. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good, wasn't it?
I really need to write a diary in there because I can't remember why I'd
I used to do that a long time ago.
I
But
was trying to think. I don't think any more that stand out as being particularly
It was
bad.
really bad.
Really bad gigs. Yeah.
not had too many really bad ones, I don't think.
I remember having in another band years ago. I played in Halifax, went all the way up to sunny Yorkshire, and we played for the bar staff. That were it.
We did that one in London.
Oh, the
That was on
Bristol
my
Dawn.
that was
or
on my
whatever it
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember because I was pissed about that.
That was one where the promoter was like, yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah,
It's going to
yeah.
be people. And
Is that the one in Islington?
3
North
people.
London. Not
was.
weird.
Dust till
sort of
Dawn place,
junction.
wasn't it? Dawn till dusk,
Yeah.
or whatever it was called.
That small pub bar
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
when
fine.
you and Thingy were heads, wasn't it? And I stepped in.
Yeah, you came back
That's
for
it.
that gig, I think.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
Went
remember.
all the way down to sunny London.
Yeah,
I used to
so-
do that regularly in an old band I was in. We used
Yeah.
to go down to the bottom of London, Croydon, all the time. It's like a 4.5 hour drive. Can't do that anymore.
We used to do it quite a lot when we started working with that
Did
studio.
Yeah.
See, that was one of the highlights, I think, in a way. Well, to start with, it was.
That Vinny geezer from Animal Farm, whatever they were called.
Yeah.
Animal Farm, and they were from Was it Snow Dogs, the band? Are they called
Yeah, I
Snow
think
Dogs?
so.
They used to be semi-famous or whatever.
I think they toured with Blink in the past.
Yeah.
Other bands.
But the recording and the bit. Well, we went down to London for 5 days,
4
days.
4 days, three sessions, wasn't it?
And that was pretty cool, just to
You
like
live
live
the
it.
life for a bit.
Lived it stayed over there, no.
Yeah, well, I
family or
remember
anything.
staying in that B&B, and the bed was just like a hole in the middle. And I was just.
Yeah.
It
It
was
was like a
alright though,
hammock.
wasn't
It was a good laugh,
That
though,
was
wasn't
a
it?
budget B&B.
I tell you what I remember
Brilliant
from
fun,
going
man.
down to London. So I think this was at the point where I wanted to get in really expensive and I just couldn't afford it, and something else had gone off.
I think you got a bit fed up with it, got all a bit serious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when you left just before that.
Yeah, but I remember because I think I did go down for a couple of sessions.
You went down to meet them and
Yeah.
talk to them and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, I remember what it was. It was when I was doing a lot of hours. And we were going down there quite a lot.
And it wasn't cheap to pay for
No,
the
and that's
recording.
yeah,
It cost us quite a
yeah.
lot.
It was,
It's like 1,500 quid I think you helped
No, it
pay
was
for
$2.5
me.
grand or something.
Oh, was it?
yeah, it was a lot of money.
I think.
But one thing that I do remember from going down there is
Right.
the first time I went down, we pulled up at a car park. I think,
£500 a day, I think.
yeah, sounds about right. And I think if I remember rightly, we got out of the car, parked up, and I think you asked someone a question, and this guy just started kicking off at you. This London geezer.
Me?
Yeah, it was you. We started kicking off at you because I think you went up to ask him something like, "Oh, excuse me, do you know where the pay and display?" And you just lost it. Can you remember?
No, I
I can't remember that.
No.
I don't think that happened.
Did you dream that?
If you
No.
imagine,
It might have.
No,
I don't know.
No, I remember it. It was like a market
Was it,
stall.
was it the one where we went to park on someone's drive thingy? Because once we went down and did that.
Share your drive.
But it was an industrial sort of unit. Or
No.
was it the time we went just...
We just went down into a car park, and I think you either asked a direction of somewhere, or you asked where pay and display, and this guy just started kicking off.
I can't remember that.
I can't remember that.
I mean, either.
No, but
Well, unless maybe that happened when I went down to London with my dad or something. I'm sure it was you
No,
guys.
I can't remember
it
that.
might have been, but...
I can remember the. You can't remember the red van we had.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
legendary.
that was
That was. Nissan Serena.
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 2 litre bag of
Very slow.
nails.
It was cool though, wasn't it?
It was awesome fun though. wasn't
Proper our own, proper like... It's more like a people carrier, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
but-
people carrier with.
It was
I
a
remember
death
it-
trap.
it
Well, we
was-
found out later it was a bit of a death
The
trap.
front end of the actual suspension or whatever
Was
was
all
literally
rotten.
hanging off.
Yeah,
There was
we
a
went down
dangerous
to
leak
London.
on the diesel something.
Yeah, and we went down to London 4 times in it.
Yeah.
Could have quite easily died on
I
that.
used to
but
like that.
It was awesome
We
though.
put like speakers in the back, and it was like a little
It was awesome.
home.
Mm,
It was cool, wasn't it?
brilliant fun that
And you
was.
sat on the engine in the front.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
always really warm.
I used to love driving that.
What do you reckon the best song is that we've done
Oh.
as a band?
Best song or best sort of recording?
I'd say best live song to start
Best
with.
live song.
I still think it's influenced me.
Influenced me, I think, for live.
Yeah.
Now, is this in terms
Personal
of
terms for us, I think.
is this enjoyment of playing?
Yeah, and I just think it goes down the best.
It goes down well as well,
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, we've been playing it for God, it must be about 7 or 8 years now.
Yeah, so it's a long time.
Mm.
They
Yeah.
don't tend to be the ones that record as well. I don't think.
We've
sometimes.
never got a decent recording. We did it down in London, didn't we? That
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
track.
it was never good.
The other two we did were really good.
But
Mud and This Is Not Song.
that's it. This is not that recording's
Yeah, brilliant.
fantastic.
But it's really hard to do live.
But those
Yeah.
two are really hard to do live.
I mean, the song itself was done in drop C. wasn't
Yeah.
it? So
This
the
Is
whole
Not a Song. Yeah.
drop down. But we have to do it in drop D when we do it live.
Yeah.
Anybody out there who knows what we're talking about, it's just tuning the guitar really low on an acoustic, and it sounds mint, doesn't it? So, but
Yeah.
best song, what do you think, Tom?
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it-
influenced me.
Yeah,
I like playing Save Me.
Save Me is a good track as well. Yeah, I think that usually goes down quite well.
Yeah, it does. Technically, from just a musician's point of view, Fingerprints, I think. Is
Yeah,
the best.
but
definitely.
Yeah, but we can't play it live.
No, it's a bit too.
I think that's
complex.
one of the best recordings we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, thanks to Electric Beer for that. That was,
We
put a lot
wrote
of
it in the
effort.
studio.
We wrote it kind of there, didn't we?
So we played
Part
10
of it.
seconds at a time and record it. And
We've got
piece
a
it
lot
together.
lot of songs that have been lost along the way, like The Runner. I mean, I couldn't
Yeah.
even tell you how to play that anymore. It's
No.
been that long.
no.
Fingerprints, obviously, I can't play it anymore. What else is there? There was quite a few of them later ones where we just could not play them.
We should do a 10-year like celebration. Play
Well,
every song we've ever done.
I think we need to put another album out because we've got a collection of songs that have been recorded.
Yeah.
We need to put out. We've got Unbelievable as well, haven't we? Which can go
Oh
on there.
yeah. What about that one?
What else have we done? Step by Steps.
Yeah.
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 Fingerprints, obviously, which
The
wasn't on the
latest,
first
the
album.
last one we did was I really like playing. What's it called?
Beast.
the Beast.
Yeah.
With the Beast and
With the Beast and I we did with.
Yeah.
I think
Electric
I think
Bear.
that's my favourite one to play.
Yeah, I think it's
Is it? I hate playing that one. I just find it quite hard to play.
I mean, I used to like playing Break because that was one of the very few songs where I actually got to do quite a lot, and it wasn't. I didn't make it too difficult for myself.
I like playing Brick, but I can
Yeah,
nearly
I like
pass
that.
out singing that because it's quite intense to sing.
I always like playing the Silverchair cover.
Pure Massacre always
Yeah.
goes down well as
Even
well,
though I
doesn't it?
always forget the last chorus, how many cycles it is, every time, without fail.
It's so simple.
It's so
basic.
simple. So
Yeah.
just got to keep counting. And it's like, is a 6 of this? Is there 8? Is there 12?
Just,
Can't
just
remember.
listen for the drum beat. That's where we go. In fact, the gig we did in Eastwood, it's not the old Wine Bolts. It's the guy Conservative Club next door. We was really worried about that gig, weren't we? Because we got there.
Yeah.
I mean, this was probably November, was it? 2018?
September, I think.
Was it really?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Been to bed since.
Something like that.
But we did that gig and we come in and there was like a hillbilly band on one day.
Yeah.
We thought
And
it
we
was
thought,
all
oh god,
like
this
that.
is gonna. But it actually turned out to be a good gig as well.
Yeah.
So some of the best gigs are the ones that you think are going to be the worst gigs.
Yeah.
About 70% of the gigs we turn up and it's an acoustic act.
Yeah.
Or like a jazz band or something.
Like the Kimberley one. Can
And
you
you
remember the
think-
Kimberley one we did?
I think, why have they asked us to do this? Because it's like we're a bit heavy.
What's
And it usually
the
goes down well.
What's the name of the Kimberley place on the little mini roundabout
I
opposite
went past it
Sainsbury's?
today. Wasn't it?
yeah.
Tommy, you go past it every day. You work.
I don't
there,
look for
The
there,
Lord
don't you?
Clyde, isn't it? Because I looked
Yeah, I
today.
think so.
But I don't know if it was called that when we played it though.
Not the Raglan or something, is it? Lord
I think
Clyde.
it's the Lord Clyde. Yeah.
Is it that one?
Yeah, I looked at it today.
Or is it the King's Head or something?
It's one of them.
Who knows? Who cares? But anyway, that was a good gig, and that was another one where we thought we'd be like killing people with this death metal.
Yeah, it was really tight, just a pub really, wasn't it?
But they turned out to be the
I
best.
think we put more into it when we feel out of place.
I think we
Like
just
we're out
have
of place, so just go for it.
we don't give a monkers.
You
don't
tend to
we?
shout a lot more.
Yeah. I like quite getting
To get rowdy,
getting
make
quite
a scene.
aggressive with the audience. I love that. I don't know what it is. I just like fighting with the audience, but it comes out kind of a bit comedic.
We always seem to do well in my hometown.
Yeah.
Ilkeston always gets down well. Ilson.
Every time.
Yeah.
They
I just
appreciate
think
the
the
music, I think.
yeah, I
I
think
think
they
it's
genuinely love music and
Yeah.
they like getting drunk. So it's
Well, it's
They're
fantastic.
usually pretty drunk, even if we go on at 6:30 in the evening, they'll still be drunk
Oh, yeah.
by then.
was it the King's Head where that a
King's
couple
Head.
were fighting and had a scrap while we were
And you
playing?
flip
Yeah.
the table.
Flipped the table over
Yeah.
and had smashed the
Like
glass. Yeah.
EastEnders.
Yeah. And then
Good
you've
days.
got the Harrow, which we've done a few times, and everyone's always plastered in there.
That's a good little one.
Then we did the Latch Lifter.
Yeah.
That's the one towards the bottom. That was quite good.
That was last year. We did 4 gigs last year then.
Well, more than the previous year. Then I think we did 2 the previous. So we're going to do 5 this year.
Probably not.
I haven't got any books yet.
No, we're still in January.
So what's the plan? We've got a different direction, different plan, haven't we, at the minute, that we're thinking of?
Get these podcasts out. So we've got 7 episodes and a teaser episode, which I'm going to put out very soon, hopefully, in the next few weeks. And then jump
Behind
on.
the scenes.
Yeah. Well, you've heard the teaser clip. I think it's hilarious. To be fair.
Yeah.
And get this possible concept album idea. I mean, you talk.
I don't know
kind
what
of
you're
the
talking
idea.
about.
It's like 10 songs.
We did talk about it, Alex, it was about a month ago.
I want to
Yeah.
do 10 songs. That's what we came up with. 10 songs that are actually linked together. So all the songs, like the second album of
vaguely,
second side of
vaguely, yeah.
Abbey Road. It's kind of like a medley almost. It all
Yeah,
runs.
yeah.
We want to do that with the whole album. And the concept was it
Yeah, you
live?
said that, and I thought of like doing it like a play sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you got the story running in the background. So each song tells a part of the story.
Yeah.
And then you get your like timeline of songs, and you get 10 songs that all link together.
A bit like a musical type
Yeah, that was it,
soundtrack.
yeah.
Based on just life, is it? Is that the-
Yeah, like
I
it's
do
a
vaguely remember it now.
fictitious. Is that the word? A fictional rock star
Yeah.
grows up and then
I actually came up with an
lives.
idea. I started writing a tune a few weeks back before Christmas, and I'd like to do a song that's like super aggressive. The first song on the album, but it's the trip to the hospital before the child's born. So it's like the parents getting to the hospital. So it's like chaos, like running around, and then the baby's born, and then you get the little serene moment, orchestra, lots of piano, and just doing some, I don't know, just some crazy music. And just see if we can actually do that whole album back to back live in a set.
pretty much how I've wrote the idea so far.
Yeah.
It starts off like it's a bit grim, but the conception of it's just like a drunken party, and that's how it starts. And then they get pregnant, and then it carries on from that.
Good
It gets
idea.
dark. There's a dark bit in it,
Dark bit.
but then it leads to a good ending.
Drugs, Quality Street. and-
Yeah, lots of
Oh,
drugs.
we can't mention Quality Street, can we? Other
Other
chocolate
things.
brands are out there.
The idea is coming together though.
Yeah.
That's cool. So we need some tunes.
So that's the next idea, and also while we're doing that, to get the, like we just previously mentioned, like Fingerprints, The Runner, all them songs that have not gone on an album, put them in a package and get that album out as well. I think that'd be a good idea.
And the podcast running continuously, probably.
Yeah,
Sort
yeah.
of,
Get
the alongside.
Get the teaser out in the
Well,
next
to
few
be honest
weeks.
with you, mate, this chair's hurting my arse.
Is it? Maybe you need to eat more chocolate.
Eating too much.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that.
Do you want me to get you a cushion? No.
It's just
Have you got piles?
no. No, it's like my arse cheek's just hurting, man. It's chest.
Maybe it's that training you've been doing.
I don't train my legs. I skip leg day 'cause I'm lazy.
Glutes. Glutamus maximus, isn't it?
So to finish on that,
Well-
should we do like the worst thing about being in a band, best thing about being in a band?
Worst thing in a band for me is, it's not so much nowadays, but is the fact that you can never switch off from always being creative. So you
You're
can't
the
listen
creative
to
one,
it.
aren't you? Well, the most creative.
I write
probably.
the songs as a kind of a starting point, I suppose. But it's the fact that you can't listen to a song without analysing it.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of get turned off in that sense with music. So
It changes the way you listen to music.
yeah.
I think it does, and I don't really listen to music anymore, which is a stupid thing to say, but I don't. I get bored with it.
So I spend most of my day with headphones in, but I don't deconstruct songs, unless I think that's quite clever, and then I'll listen to it
You're a
again.
bassist, though, dude.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Because I went to Enter Shikari last night at Rock City, and they were playing through. I was just analysing. Oh, like that's a nice little filter suite there, and just taking the songs apart as they were playing it.
So you don't actually enjoy the experience?
I enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah.
I just
When you see
analyse
it
it
as
too
a
much.
from a different
Yeah.
perspective, yeah.
Whereas other people play to see it as sound.
And I think the amount of effort that you put in, people don't realise, the amount of practice, the amount of times running up to a practice room or up to a gig,
Yeah.
spending all the fuel money you don't get.
Yeah.
You don't get paid
Well,
for
we're always
doing
out of
gigs.
pocket, yeah.
We're always out of pocket. All the gear that you have to spend, the thousands of pounds
Yeah.
worth of gear that we've
Yeah.
all got. And I think that's the worst part of being in a band. But for some reason, I mean, I'm 42 and I'm still doing it. I don't know why. I'm doing it since I was 12.
There's something in you that's just part of you, and
I think, yeah,
it's
it's
not
kind
like a choice, really.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's like somebody doing cooking for a living, or something. It's a kind of a hobby.
Yeah,
but
but it's a
it's
hobby.
a lifestyle, I think. But doing gigs and touring and all that now, I don't think I could be arsed.
Well, that's because we've got family,
job.
kids.
Hmm.
So,
But
that's the
really,
worst
I
thing
enjoy
for me.
I enjoy the process. I enjoy this process of doing a podcast because it is like therapy. It's
Yeah.
just mates talking around a table, drinking.
Yeah, which we tend to do anyway, don't we?
The whole process of a gig's quite boring, really. You
Very
spend weeks
boring.
practicing. You all turn up to the venue. You sit
Then
around
the
for
sound
hours.
is horrendous, and then there's something not quite right. You can't hear. You've got a cymbal in your head or a radiator up your arse.
I know that.
You know what I mean?
You
And
get up there for half an hour.
yeah, and people say, "Oh, you're really good," and it's
Yeah.
very hard to take a compliment.
Hmm.
I'd rather have criticism. I think.
Yeah,
I think it's very hard to talk to somebody, and what do you say if somebody says, "Oh, that song was amazing"?
See,
It's like, "Oh, thanks,"
and then
and then what? But that's what you're after. That's why you do it, I suppose. But
I've got like a routine for when people come up and say, I really enjoy that. Cheers, mate, thanks a lot, appreciate it. And I just pick up why and carry on doing so I haven't got to keep eye contact.
I still really enjoy performing live. That's the most enjoyable part, in my opinion. And the recording and the writing and all that is just as enjoyable. But I still love going up there, shouting in a microphone.
And then you get like the post-performance blues.
Yeah,
But you've
like
got
the
all that
come down.
hype and everything. And
Yeah, yeah. I can
you're
imagine
cold
if
outside loading your car up.
Yeah,
Sweat.
if you played
Yeah.
like Nebworth or something like that, and you come down off that, what would that? That must be horrendous.
A lot of people struggle. I think Sam Smith did an interview about it.
Mm.
'Cause he's big 90.
Mm.
He's saying that he gets all that sort of anxiety and stuff, goes on stage, it's all about him. Then he comes off and it's just nothing.
I suppose it's like always chasing that high, isn't it? I suppose.
I think that's why people get into drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
The thing is, they're going
Could
into
be.
like, it's so up and down, and then when they come off stage, it's like, well, what am I meant to do now?
Yeah.
It's like,
Especially if you're not in a routine, that's the
you're
worst
not
thing.
in a routine, yeah.
Especially
or
if you're
not.
that kind of person. I mean, I've been listening to, and I think you listened to it, the podcast that George Ezra does.
Oh yeah, I've listened to some.
And he
of
talks
that,
to
really good,
musicians generally, doesn't he?
Mm.
And about himself as well on there. And it's such an insight into the crap they have to go through. 22 hours of the day you're waiting for a gig, and then you go on stage, do an hour.
I think that's what inspired you to do this one about
The
being in a band,
podcast,
isn't it? Because it's really
It's quite interesting to hear what people think. Yeah.
people he had on, and really famous, and I think Sam Smith was on, was it? Was he?
Yeah,
on
Sam
there?
Smith was one of them. Yeah, he had what's his name? Can't remember.
Can't remember all
It's
the
still
people
about
he had
10, I
on,
think.
but then you realise actually they're just kind of normal humans, and they quite struggle with that lifestyle in a way because
Yeah, and
it's so up and down, and then they've got anxieties and fears about people going to like
yeah, I
them
think
and-
a lot of musicians, especially people who write music or sing the music or whatever, have got OCD, and they've got like problems. And I mean, we'll come on to depression in a bit.
It's
but
like comedians, isn't it? They always say that about comedians as well. That
up and down, they'll be
Yeah.
like really high and then really low, and that certainly was me a few years back. I'm a lot happier than I used to be. In
You
that
need that in
sense.
a song. If it was just a song about being happy and
What do they always say about
Isn't
songwriters? They can write a good song when they're miserable, depressed, low, and
Yeah.
they're on drugs or.
that's
and
it. If I want to write a
thankfully,
song,
I've never done-
turn all the lights off, get a candle in there, a bit of incense,
Yeah.
and just sit there with a guitar.
That's why I
Get-
hate recording in
get
other
proper into
studios.
it.
That's why I'd rather do it on my own in a room, get into the moment. But if you just say, right, you've got to sing now, and you go to a studio and they expect you to put the emotion in, and you just can't.
See, for me, it works differently because I don't see myself as a songwriter like you are, and probably Tom's very creative as well. I'm more. I love the recording process, and like someone says to you, right, you've got to perform now. I love that. That's
Well,
where I'm at
singing,
my best.
I'm on about.
Anything, singing or drumming.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I like because I've struggled to sit there and write a song. I've done it a few times, but it doesn't come natural to me. But I like that recording process because it's like you do it, you're getting into it, you're doing the job.
Yeah,
You've got to perform.
I'll tell you what, when we did
I really
the
like that side to it.
Animal Farm, when we did the London thing, and he was being
Pushing
a bit,
you,
he was
really.
being a bit arsey with me, but that's what it felt like. But he wasn't. He was just trying to get the best take out.
It was a little bit, but he was just really trying to push you to
Yeah, and he did.
come out of your shell.
Fair to it. Fair game to the guy. He did get the best performance out of me.
That's probably a good thing because he kind of piss you off a bit,
Mm.
but then that pushes you to elevate yourself. To
Okay,
something
I'm
you're
going to
not
do it
on.
now.
Yeah,
And belt it
like-
out because it's so hard to be. The hardest songs to sing are the heavier ones. Because I can sing soft songs all day long, quite easily. You know.
Yeah.
So. It's an interesting take. I mean, I don't know what you guys think of the songs and what I come up with, because it's always from me. It's hard to know what you actually think. You never tell me. Nobody ever tells you
I
what
suppose we
you
don't
think
go
of your
into
song.
depth about that. Yeah.
We tell you if we don't like it.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good thing.
I think we'll really respect the fact that you can do that and you've written that many songs because we probably can't. Because we're all good at different things, but you're the one that does that.
But I think we've
actual
figured out
song.
over the 10 years that I come up with the idea as a rule, and then we'll go and change it.
Yeah.
Well, not
And we'll
fundamentally though.
work on it as a song,
Just-
and it comes out the best in that way.
As a band, yeah.
What songs have we done that? I think it was The Beast and I, and Mud. You remember Mud was
Mud
actually
changed quite
Yeah,
a
it was
lot.
totally different.
that was a fast tempo when I wrote that, and then you said no, let's do it
I
like
slowed
half
it right
time,
down, yeah.
and it worked really well.
Yeah, but you wrote the melody and the chord progression and
Yeah, but it kind of slowed the whole thing down, and it kind of. I mean, I love the hamster and all that, the story of that song. That's
Yeah.
one of my best lyrically, because I'm not very good at lyrics. I'm not very good at lyrics. I admit that. I'm crap at them.
But I wish we had. That's one of the worst things for me about. We don't. It's a shame we haven't got more time to really delve. Like Tom said, he wants the room to be dark, light a candle, whatever. Get in the moment and write a song. I don't feel like we have enough time to get in the moment.
I'd love to like
and
hire the
bring the best out of us. Like
I'd love to hire the practice room out for like a week and just go down there every day, write songs.
yeah, live it for
Just
for a
live
week,
that
yeah.
for a week, because when I did a mini tour with one of the previous bands I was in. It was up Scotland. It was like up there for 4 days. I think we ended up doing 2 of the gigs, so one got cancelled. But once after like the first, I don't know, 30 odd hours, you start getting into it, and you kind of don't worry about, you ain't got a sandwich, or you ain't got food, or you ain't got to be somewhere in at a particular time, and you do actually get into it. So I think if we did that, we'd be really good.
Like we're not.
Well, I don't think
Be
we're given
better,
the
yeah,
chance
we're a
to
lot
be like full on, because when we were doing surface gigs, the surface festivals, we really pushed,
Yeah.
and we proved that we could actually do it.
We're all putting in about 4 hours a day behind the scenes.
Well, Alex won't. He just turned.
No.
Well, I wasn't as prepared. But
I don't think we're anywhere near as good as we were 3 or 4 years ago.
It can't be because we're not putting the
That's
effort
what-
in.
because we're
we've
not.
not got as many gigs.
No, we're not gigging. You know, I know for a damn fact. God's honest truth is, I only pick up my bass when I'm at the practice room.
Yeah, and it shows. Yeah.
Yeah, it just sits in the corner of my house. But you know,
But it works when we come together.
Yeah.
It still kind of gels. We're rusty, but it's still.
I think the problem is as well. Obviously now everyone's got. I mean, I think Paul's probably in a better position. Well, apart from me, is in a better position than any of us to have more time because his kids are a bit older, stuff like that. You've got 2 very young kids. You've got a young kid. You've just got married. You're about to be nailed into marriage. You know, me, I'm single. You know, I've got a house and stuff, blah blah. But it's trying to get everyone together, and like you guys have got to differentiate your time into so many different other things. I'll be honest with you, I'm just getting older and lazy now. I just can't be arsed with it. But
Well, the whole thing with the band as well, if you think about it, trying to get 4 people in the same room at the same time is near enough impossible, isn't it?
It is.
You know, at a
life,
certain time,
but, yeah.
it's really, really difficult.
so you guys can't switch off, I suppose, in the same kind of like, you know, if I was doing a normal 9 to 5 job, you know, I could just walk out, switch off, right, time's my own now, PlayStation, and go to the gym, do whatever the hell I want. Whereas you guys, you know, you've always got half an eye on your phone in case Mrs. rings up, baby's swallowed the spoon, oh my god, got to rush back.
Yeah, it's time's not really your own anymore.
So you guys,
It gets easier when they get over 6.
Yeah, I've only got like 6 years to go.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, going on to the next topic in a minute because we've been doing this 30 odd minutes on this topic. So I want to join the topics together. So it's a full podcast. So it'll be episode 7, the band and depression and all that. Maybe we should run on to that in a minute. But I think the whole life thing, you can see that in the songs as we go along, especially from my point of view.
Yeah.
Some of the earlier songs, like "This Is Not a Song," was written off the back of an argument. I think it was pre-kids. I might be wrong.
I don't think it was. I think you had kids.
It must have done.
I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I think they were very young.
Very
when it
young.
was
Yeah,
put out.
it's not
You
all
wrote
that
it and we were
old, the
together.
song. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Alice was what,
Yeah, they were-
2006. So yeah, I think it was.
She
She must have been about 4 or 5 anyway. But yeah, I remember it coming off the back of an argument. I was shut off in the car. Luckily, I didn't do what I wanted to do at the time. What I was thinking I wanted to do, and that was going to a wall, because that's how I felt. This is how deep I used to go, and it was ridiculous. Now I look back, but yeah, that actually came off. So I came back and I just wrote the song. I've never done this before. Wrote the song in one take. Just literally went through the whole song and wrote it in one take because it was fully, you know, coming out of me at the time.
That's crazy.
And that's how it came out. And it wasn't, I mean, I've said this in an interview before, it's a bit harsh, but it's called This Is Not a Song. It's a suicide note.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And that's what it was. That's why it was called This Is Not a Song.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think
It was
the
on
guy,
the radio.
when we recorded it, he asked
Yeah.
you what it was about, and
Yeah.
he basically said that.
So that's why it was called This Is Not a Song. Yeah.
If you look at the video, which is on YouTube somewhere, probably,
It's still on
that's
there,
pretty
yeah.
dark, isn't it?
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
kind of-
yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. But it's a good song.
It's a great song.
It's a great song, but the problem is half of my emotions went into that song at that particular time. So
Does that help just from a different point of view? Because I won't class myself as a songwriter by any means. But does that help you?
writing the
deal
song,
with your feelings
No.
or not?
not at all.
It just-
Like,
it just happens.
it's no kind of therapy in it,
No.
and I've probably spent 4 or 5 years in that dark place. So.
You probably relive it, don't you, every time you play the song?
No,
Is it not that
no,
bad?
I don't.
No, it's
No.
just the song's music.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I relived that. The other song we've got, Purple Life, in brackets, what was it called?
Love.
Was it just Love in brackets?
Love in brackets,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But it actually started out as a completely different song, and
Yeah,
it was
it
sat
did.
on the
Long
shelf
time
for
ago, didn't it?
ages. I never got to a chorus. on
That was way
song.
before this band started, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you want to talk into what happened with Purple Life.
Oh, I know roughly, I think. Well, basically, you had this, I think you had a verse and maybe a bridge or just a verse, and I really
It was
liked
just a verse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was, it must be 15 years ago. I don't know, a long time ago.
Long time
And you
ago.
couldn't really do it. It was like, you should do something with that in a previous band, and never could. But then in 2012.
Is it that long ago?
Yeah.
Jesus.
February. So my friend killed himself, hung himself, and then that sparked you into. Did you say it was at the funeral or just after? And you ended up trying to write something, and it came from that idea.
It was literally on the day of the funeral when I come back. Yeah, because I was in the what year was it? 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was here. Yeah.
So that when we used to play that sometimes, that always obviously reminded of him.
Yeah.
Came back to me a bit.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, that kind of came out all in one go. But in brackets, love was because of the name of the person. Was the last name.
That was his second name, yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of. I think originally it was called Purple Life.
It was, yeah.
I don't know why it was called Purple Life. When I write a song or a title, I just literally like words that are kind of colourful. If you ever listen to Silverchair, the band from Australia, he writes lyrics. He just writes gobbledygook, but he writes words like tuna in the brine, which I think is amazing. He doesn't write "I love your socks" or like that. It'd be something completely random, but people remember.
Yeah.
The nonsense. They remember the words, like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Phrases, yeah.
Nobody knows what it bloody means, but
People find their own meanings in like nonsense.
yeah,
Nonsense
yeah.
lyrics. You're like he's trying to
I
say
think
this
so.
or he's trying to say that.
I think so, definitely. I mean, with Bohemian Rhapsody, for instance, that is like a story. You can tell what he's going on about. It's kind of a bit crazy, but it's a clever word.
Mm.
If he'd have called it, I mean, what's some of the lyrics in that? I can't remember. Is this the real life? Is this
Or
just
just
fantasy? So if it was called, say, Fantasy,
Caught in a landslide.
yeah,
That's pretty
No
cool.
Escape from Reality. So if he called that song No Escape from Reality, nobody would remember that song.
No.
But because it's not even mentioned the title. I always like
No,
to
it's not,
write.
is it?
It's not very often I write a song with the title in the song. I try and avoid that. So I think it can be a bit cheesy. But I do it, kind of half and half. But I think that's the whole point of that, was he doesn't say that in the song.
It more describes the musical piece rather than anything.
Well, I think he
what the
was
song's
just
about.
trying to do a song that was completely unique.
But
And
does that not describe what the type of song that it is? Bohemian
I don't really
Rhapsody?
know what it means. I know I've looked at it in the past, but I don't really know what bohemian
because of
means.
the way it changes, and it's a bit classical here and there. And it's theatrical.
Oh no, can't say the friendly search engine. What does it mean?
I don't know what it means.
It doesn't have to mean anything. It can-
Bohemian is a like a
thought they were
movement, isn't it, or a time
I thought they were a race, like an old-fashioned race,
maybe, or like a culture.
like Indians.
Bohemian means a socially unconventional person, especially one who is involved in the arts. Somebody socially unconventional in an artistic way.
Well, it's such a clever play on words, and that's why I wrote. You remember the song "Mud" that we did? I don't even know why it's called Mud. Why was it called Mud?
I think because you just liked it.
I think it was one of the lines in the song.
Stuck in the Mud is in the song, I think.
Oh, that's right,
It's a
yeah.
line, yeah.
Well, the whole point of that was I wanted to write a song that was based on a story or a previous thing. And you'll probably have to back me up on this, but I used to sit on my dad's garage roof. It was a flat roof at the time.
That actually happened, yeah.
Yeah, the actual lyrics are actually bang on. That's actually what I used to do. I used to sit on the garage roof with a ham sandwich. And what's the line? A beaker of squash. And he
Yeah,
used to sit up there with it was either usually a blue or yellow or green plastic cup, a beaker, what we used to call beakers back in the 80s. And he used to jump up the roof, nobody could get up there, there wasn't a ladder or a wall. He used to run up the wall, like, what's that?
Free running.
Yeah, parkour.
Yeah.
He used to run up the wall because nobody else could. I used to grab, I don't know, I got my sandwiches up there, or the beakers up there. But I used to sit on the flat roof. People must have thought I was off my tits. I used to sit up there when I was 10. I was like my youngest now. She can't even climb up a wall. She can't even climb up a drain pipe. But I used to literally sit on the roof, eating a ham sandwich and a beaker of squash. And one of these particular stories, you know how your childhood memories kind of merge into everything, don't they? It's always sunny and it's always fun. And one of these particular days, our sister, who's older than hers, lost one of the hamsters down the side of the garages, didn't they? Can you tell this story? Because I'm getting a bit burpy.
Yeah, the garage, Mum and Dad's garage was about an inch away from next door's garage. There was a slight gap. Maybe
I think it was a little bit
bigger.
About a
But
prop
not very
width.
big.
Prop width.
So there was a tiny gap, but they were like side by side. And my sister had all these hamsters a hamster that had babies. Was it 7 babies?
quite. I don't know. I can't remember. It was
Anyway.
30 years ago.
They got a little bit bigger. They were only a few weeks old, but one of them managed to crawl in between the garage gap between these two garages. But it was like high up. It was like 6 foot.
It was climbing on the
near
wall,
the top
wasn't
of the
it?
garage.
It was
And
doing
I
a
remember
Spider-Man.
looking down the gap. Still remember, and I could see this hamster trapped, squashed in between the two garages. So
Honestly, we're not pulling it like this. I can
that appears in
still
the song,
see
doesn't
it in front of me. Yeah.
Why were the hamsters outside?
You beat me to the question.
They were in
They escaped because they were outside
in the hutch or something.
in the hutch or something.
Well, I think
out
it
the back.
was
They had a
summer.
load of rabbits and all sorts
It
of
wasn't
stuff.
cold.
I think it must have been playing with them outside and took them outside or something. Anyway, to get them down, we got a line prop off Mum's washing line. You know, like big little
It was a
long
homemade
wooden.
one that Dad had made.
Yeah.
Wood.
Underneath, I'm doing the visions here, but you can't see it 'cause it's on the podcast. But got it under its arse, flicked it up, and it slid down the washing line towards us, and that was in the song.
Yeah.
Hamster. What is the song? Hamster stuck. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
remember
no,
the
the
song.
hamster stuff.
I'll try and get the line on my phone, but
Hamsters stuck like I am in this mud.
something like that. Yeah.
Sitting on a garage roof with a big garage squash and a ham sandwich. Now the hamster's stuck. A 1 liter.
I just remember one of my favourite
think we've got it.
versions of that song we did was live, and Simon recorded it. And
Did
I
we
think-
record that live?
Yeah, we did it in the room, because I've actually downloaded it. I think it's on my old phone, not on this one. And
We did that down in London. That song.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
did he do
No,
a
I
remix
think
yeah,
of it?
Might have done
no,
it
but he came to record us at practice,
I remember that.
just doing one.
Yeah,
and,
right.
and what one of the bits was.
Oh yeah, I've
it
changed
was-
all the lyrics.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
I?
it. And it was something. Now the hamster's dead. Oh shit.
I'll try
Was
and
that
find
because you
it.
forgot the line? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try and find it. It's on Dropbox.
Sitting on a garage roof with a turning the fuck off. Now the hamster's dead. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I will find it.
And I think as we got to that song, I think you were knackered, and we got to like the last verse, and you just gave up.
Yeah, I think
But
we've done about
but
3
the
takes
actual
of it.
music,
It's really hard to sing that.
but the
song.
actual music is fantastic
Yeah,
on it. It's
sounded
so
quite good,
tight.
Have you got it on your phone?
No, I haven't. No.
It's on the old
But it-
Dropbox. Isn't
It's
it?
so tight. Like, I actually remember sat there listening, thinking, I think one of you's guitars was out, but us two, we were fantastic.
We were locked in, yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll
We were
do.
good.
I'll drop an audio clip in of that particular song that we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
that's
I'll drop
yeah.
that in on the podcast afterwards. But yeah, so. But I thought that was brilliant. So, what was we talking about anyway?
I think you're going into like the
Something like-
emotional meaning of stuff.
Depression
stories
and
behind it.
things. Yeah, I don't want to get too miserable in the whole thing because you don't want to listen to us moaning. But yeah,
Are we going to go on to the depression thing now?
well, kind of reflecting on song. Well, I am kind of reflecting on songs and how they came about and from where. I mean, without delving, I could delve into things really deeply. For a couple of hours.
Oh, this fucking chair's killing my horse, man.
Okay, that's the end of podcast number 7. We're going to take this over into another episode, into podcast 8, so that'll be part 2 of depression and Dread a Monkey and life and stuff, because it's that long. Thank you. Bye. Well, that's this week's episode of Musicians and Mancaves done. So please share this podcast with your friends and family. Without you guys, we cannot keep putting these out, so a bit of support, a quick thumbs up, or a little comment at the bottom. That will really help us so we can put some more of these out each week. So you can subscribe on our YouTube channel. This will also give you the heads up of when the next episode is coming out. Or you can check us out on Facebook. In fact, the YouTube channel is Dreaded Monkey UK. Facebook channel is Dreaded Monkey Music. And the Instagram page is at dreaded_monkey_official. So that's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the usual. We've had an absolute blast doing this, so it's been great fun and a big learning curve. So we look forward to doing lots more in the future for you. So one last thing, we are hoping to get these out on the big podcast forums or whatever you want to call them. That's iTunes, Podbean, places like that. All links will go on our social media pages in the upcoming episodes. So, well, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Toodaloo.